Jackson on first down. It's caught by Roberts. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now Jackson on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with.
And the pressure gets to him again. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jihad Ward. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught at the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 71 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20 from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Adrian Claiborne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Now the pass brought in by Roberts. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. He goes underneath to Ingram. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Keep playing hard.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw again is Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Ryan. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 37 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Jackson. Roberts has it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Ravens! Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape. To put himself and his team in a position to score points, an absolute dream return.
Now Ryan on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd and 10, Ryan. And that's incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now Jackson steps away to his left. It's caught by Roberts. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now he's going to let it go. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tack McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Well, the pressure too great, and he